Hi everyone, I'm Jim and welcome to the review of Only Death Is Real, the 9th studio album by the band Stray from the Path. The wiki page says it's the 8th album. They are wrong. People Over Profit was the first Stray album, so this is actually the 9th one. Today we're celebrating the 5th anniversary of this record, so I've decided to go back and see if it still holds up or not. As usual, the album was produced by Will Putney. He's produced every Stray from the Path record since The Rising Sun. Stray plays a mix of nu metal and hardcore music. This is the first record to feature Craig Reynolds on the drums, because the previous drummer, Dan, left the band in 2016. I've been a massive fan of this band since 2013, when they've released the album Anonymous. I've been with them ever since, and I've always enjoyed everything they've released. So without further ado, let's review this thing. Here's my setup. The production is tight, everything sounds perfect, but for some reason I think this is one of the weakest productions. The previous 4 albums had better production, and even the newest one, the Internal Atomics, sounded more clean. This one is great as well, but it doesn't have that massive punch as the others had. Stray is a political band, so they sing a lot about politics and social issues. The message always depends on the individual song. Structure is mostly basic, nothing fancy here. Your typical verse, chorus, breakdown, chorus. Sometimes it's the other way around. The music sounds very technical, especially when it comes to the drums, but the structure is just basic. The album opens with the opening move. The lyrical content here is basically us versus them mentality. The band is making fun of it. The song is basically a one big breakdown. The vocals sound great, but not as angry as on the previous albums, which is sad, but it's to be expected. Drew has become old and he just probably doesn't have the stamina to scream like a madman. It's sad, but it's true. I really enjoy this song, 9 out of 10, good opener. Loudest in the Room is my favorite song of this record. It's about Donald Trump. It's very heavy. I like the lyrics. The loudest in the room leads us to our doom. It's just cool stuff. The best part of this song for me is the breakdown, because it has that old school Korn vibes, which I really dig. Sick song. I wish it was a single with a music video. 10 out of 10. Speaking of singles, Good Night Alt-Right. This song was released with a music video. It became hated by the alt-right community. I'm not from the USA and I am not a Nazi, so the lyrics don't offend me in any way. They don't sound cringy to me because I always look at the vocals and instrumentals first and the lyrics later, and I have to focus to understand the lyrics, so if I don't focus I don't know what they're singing about. It's a great song, I really enjoy it, especially the breakdown, sounds really nice. And I like this song even more because it triggered a lot of right-wing people. It's always funny to see. 10 out of 10, great song. Let's Make a Deal is a song about money, how it rules the world, typical stuff. I am not a big fan of the instrumental work here, because it's too similar to Rage Against the Machine, but I do enjoy the breakdown here and the end of the song. It's very heavy and angry, has a darker atmosphere than the main riff, which I am not a fan of, so 9 out of 10. They Always Take the Guru is about the founding member and the guitarist of the band Architects, mainly his death because of the cancer. It's a tribute song. He was friends with Stray from the Path, so they decided to honor him with this track. It's very heavy, amazing drumming here. The lyrics have a lot of references to the Architects lyrics, like Gone with the Wind, stuff like that. I really enjoy the song, but at the end I think it runs out of ideas. The beginning is just perfect, but the more you hear the song at the end it's not as good as at the beginning, so 9 out of 10. Plead the Fifth. I really enjoyed this track because of the Rage Against the Machine riffs here and there, but the chorus could have been better, so 9 out of 10. Strange Fiction features Keith Buckley of Every Time I Die. I guess he's not in the band anymore. This song is actually really nice. I love the heaviness of it, the vocals, the riffs, but it's not a perfect song. The best part is probably the feature of Kid Buckley, and that's it. Great, 9 out of 10. All Day and A Night features Brian of Knocked Loose. The song is about the law system in the USA. You know, just some police officer wouldn't like me and I would go to jail and I couldn't make the bail, so I would just fucking live in prison for all my life. So no, I don't want to visit your country, but this track is great. I love the heaviness of it. Of course, the best part is the feature, no surprises here. 9 out of 10. The House Always Wins features Vinnie Pass or Pace of Jedi Mind Tricks. There are two versions of this song, one from 2016 and this one. The first one doesn't feature Vinnie, the album version does. The song is about the elections, Trump versus Clinton. It doesn't matter who wins because the house always wins. This type of saying always reminds me of Fallout New Vegas, because there was a mission, the house always wins. Anyways, the song is great, but the single version. Actually, Vinnie Pass destroys this song. I don't like his verse. The original verse with the original vocalist Drew York was way better and heavier. So I would give 10 out of 10 to the single version and 8 out of 10 to this one, because I just don't like Vinnie's verse. I've actually replaced this version with the single version, so I can enjoy this track. And the final track, Only Death Is Real. It has more of a country vibe to it, because of the female singing at the end and the overall atmosphere, but the track is really good. I enjoy it, but it's too simple for my taste. Still almost a perfect track, 9 out of 10. Talking Tragedy is a song that is not featured on any Straight From The Path records. It was released in April 2016. I am not sure who's the drummer on this track. It's not the previous drummer for sure, so it's either Craig or the drummer of the band Fit for an Autopsy. This song was written and recorded to fund the health recovery of the Ghost Inside, a band that had a tragic accident. It's a nice gesture from Straight From The Path, who are friends with the Ghost Inside, to write a song specifically for the band, to help them fund their medical expenses, stuff like that. This song is not well known because it's removed from Spotify and everything, because as you may know, the Ghost Inside survived, they even recorded a new album. You could have bought this song on Bandcamp, as I did 6 years ago, to support the Ghost Inside, but it's not possible to buy it these days. I don't know if the song is even on YouTube. It might be not. Still, if you get the chance, check it out because it's actually really nice. I like the verses here. The lyrics are references to the Ghost Inside discography. It's a great song that shows that Straight From The Path are a bunch of good guys. 9 out of 10. To sum it all up, the consistency is stable. There are only perfect and almost perfect songs here. The flow is fitting. Replayability, hell yeah. It's an excellent record. Nothing new from Straight From The Path, to be honest. It sounds similar to their previous albums, but it featured a less nu metal sound than the previous two albums. Subliminal Criminals was way more nu metalish than this thing. Only Death Is Real and Villains are my least favorite Straight From The Path albums when it comes to the Drew York era. They're both great albums, but I just like the others way more. Check this album out if you haven't heard it, because it's the anniversary. That's all from me, thank you for watching, don't forget to like and subscribe if you've enjoyed the review, and I will see you next time. Bye!